Okay.
Doing ash trees here.
Yeah, we're gonna take down these dead ash. And then we're pruning this catalpa. And it's pretty sketchy. But, you know, it's probably stable. It's probably stable. Probably. So yeah, doing a canopy reduction to kind of decrease the chance of that breaking apart. I can go up there if you want. And then that basswood out front. This one we're doing roof clearance. And there's some deadwood in the top as well. And then, yeah, of course we're getting that spar out of there. You know, doing some crown raising over the dock. We can pile stuff back here, kind of on these two sides.
Wood.
We can make a brush here, maybe make wood over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were thinking of taking down stuff here, and I thought, you know, you don't have a lot of place to put things. And this basswood's alive.
Probably gonna remain alive.
Probably gonna remain alive. They're kind of like willows. They never die. They just change shape. Get the snag out of there and clean it up. Well, if you want to spike up the ash trees, I'll set some lines. You can probably make a mess pretty fast. I can contain it. I don't know, maybe you'll do all the climbing, I'll do all the groundwork. Who gets to climb in the rickety catalpa? One shot, one kill. No, we don't have to climb through that branch. Yeah, Taylor and I just competed in the Wisconsin Tree Climbing Championship.
Really? Who won?
Oh, a guy from Cedarburg, hometown boy, won the whole thing. Taylor took first in the speed climb and third in the throw line. Yeah, they had some pretty big prizes for the winners, and then you get to represent at the international. I went to school in Minnesota. Taylor went to Platteville for engineering and decided he didn't like it, so he says, well, what's it take to be an arborist? I said, well, we can teach you a trade. So that was his first interest, was after high school. Okay. And then he just now he's a certified arborist. And
jobs together, or try to divide and conquer?
We most often divide and conquer. I do a lot of the sales, so now my son-in-law Eli also does a bunch of sales. And
mostly you don't.
What's that?
Mostly you don't stick the best climbers together.
Yeah, you gotta spread people out, but this was a good environment for me and Taylor to come out together.
Yeah. We're happy to have you.
Yeah.
I like to know there's two good climbers.
What's that?
Mostly you don't stick the best climbers together.
Yeah, you gotta spread people out, but this was a good environment for me and Taylor to come out together. Yeah. Oh, two shots. We got that 6-inch gap up there. Are they bench tables?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Move those?
Yeah. Over there.
Yeah. We are doing something back in here too. I think we're gonna do, we're taking down this ash. Yeah, we got that hackberry to tie into.
Yeah.
But that we'll probably want to kind of rig down. Yeah, we got some good rigging points there. Guess I could throw a line there before I put a saddle on. Try to get the line thrown out of the way. Oh yeah. Yeah, most people bring a big shot into the circle on the Masters Challenge. See if I can't get... Wow. Bunch of stuff on the ground. Yeah, I don't like big shots. That tree I would have thrown into. You know, if there's a big 90-foot tree or something, you want the option probably, but oh man, I'm throwing blind. Yeah, and you can't really stop it. Yeah. Yeah, it'd have to be a really tall tree for me to resort to the big shot. And that same guy, like, he could have dragged the line up and flipped it in and he pulled it out. Did you see that? Like, he could have just dragged the line up and put it in. It's like, does he not even have that in his toolbox? One of the Master Challenge people did it, and it's a good thing they sequester them, or he might have had that idea fresh in his mind. But I mean, many people used it in the throw line. He was watching it. I'm utilizing that technique right now. We're talking about somebody at the competition. You know, he's in the Masters Challenge, and he had a situation like this where yeah, well, I clipped the balls together with a heavy carabiner. I'm like, I want the Big Dan on there. Yeah, Big Dan lets it. Then you got like two 12-ounce weights and a 12-ounce carabiner. That's a lot of weight. Ensure that you get it back. There's actually 2 ash trees back here. Yeah, there's a second one, not over the dock, but there's a second one that's largely alive. But you know what that means? Nothing. When you climb up that ash tree, you can just throw your little hand rigging line up through a crotch on the hackberry. You can just put your hand, you'll be able to do the little rigging line through a natural crotch on the hackberry. Like, you'll be able to throw it up in there. I don't have to set a line for you. Yeah, might work well for me to keep this tidy. Because this pile is going to have to be cut down. Yeah. You want me to tie on a rigging rope? Yeah, you might break stuff off that cedar. I mean, you could probably drop cut that backside off of there. It looks like it'll float through. Land almost right on the pile. Send that one off the backside, I think. Yeah, you could. That works. Yeah, that one threads through there. Yeah. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna buzz this up a little bit. Where's this rig going? It almost wrapped around the backside of my leg. A little devil. I had to do a little, you know, showgirl kick to clear my leg. Not that I'm a dancer by any stretch of the imagination. Lisa tried to talk me into ballroom dancing or swing dancing. Swing dancing, that's what we did. All right. You need more rigs or? Well, that one off the back could probably use a rig. Okay. Get this buzz down. Yeah, we got some place to lay that. Get this out of the way. That goes bad though on a work site. The smoke always goes where you're working. Yeah, I started one at a job site once and it was right coming up right in the tree I was in.
Yeah, that wasn't anywhere close to where we were doing tree work. So, of course, by that time, I think we were all done with tree work.
Oh, it was all groundwork.
Yeah, it's just not getting done.
And then you were able to just leave the fire for her.
Yeah, it wasn't very much fire. That old road.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, we might want to go to those ashes by the boat landing next. Or that, well, that little ash right there, you might as well get that. Actually, we can pull that one. We can follow those two little ones now. Yeah, if we, yeah, I think we follow that one right here. We can follow that spar right at the stump too. Yeah, that one with the line in it we can pull. Yeah, I think it fits if we pull it right at this rock. Yeah, but it comes all the way to here. But, you know, I don't know. And the other one will be the same. Yeah, I think that's a win. You want me to follow that trunk and you can pull your rope over? Did you gas up your big saw? Well, somebody did. It's pretty close. Trip over my saw. I think I cut the back of my leg with the stinking chain. All right. Well, one down. Guess I'll pull this rope up. We'll get this stuff out of the way first. Yeah, why don't you go set up on the hackberry back there on the shoreline.
Okay.
We'll get this heavy work done first. I'm gonna time out for a while. So we got the first ash tree down, got a couple of prunes, a couple more takedowns, a couple fellings. All right, time to tie the shoes the right way. I always forget to. So this is the better bow. Twice around and then through. Pull it up tight. That will never come untied. Twice around and through. Dress it tight. There you go. The better bow. Now I'm done with my shoe tying. We should have pulled this tree over so I could have something to do.
Playing the game of trees.
All right. Yeah, that worked good. That compression you set up was perfect. That branch didn't even move. So you can see he redirected this onto that hackberry. It's like a, what, a 3-inch branch, Taylor? Yeah, about a 3-inch hackberry. So if you know anything about hackberry, it's not strong. But he's got a perfect compression set up, so it worked perfect as a redirect. So we get that whole messy top out of there. See if I can get it out of here now. So this is island work. Yeah, she told a story. We got a video of a job we did last year out here, and it was right when the guy was selling his cabin, and a neighbor's tree fell across his property, and he had a showing that weekend, and it was, you know, it's a really interested couple. It was flying out from Seattle to look at the cabin, so we had to get that. It was falling right across the access. You know, that's not a good, you know, island life is pretty problematic anyways. He didn't want it looking that bad when they got there, so we got out there and got that tree moved. And then that couple from Seattle bought that cabin, came out a couple times in summer. They apparently didn't listen to council. This is all like family members on this island. There's 16 homes, and all but 2 of them are related. So one of the family members sold to the Seattle couple, and the Seattle couple didn't listen about shutting their water off in the wintertime. Apparently it doesn't get very cold in Seattle. They thought that was an unnecessary issue, and there was a fountain in the wintertime when that water main broke and flooded the house, and they immediately sold sight unseen to somebody else. So somebody else has that house. It was a very cute house. It's the house that we showed in that video. Massive hackberry falls on island or something like that. A very cute little house, and got water damage, and then somebody bought it sight unseen. So somebody else is stuck with water damage on an island. The average lifespan is 2 years for somebody buying an island house. At least that's what they say on Washington Island in Door County. Somebody buys a house out there, it's 2 years and they get out of there. But everything's harder on the island. You know, to get people like us to come out here, it's not everybody will do this. I mean, this wasn't very difficult. They gave us a ride. But on the other side of the island, we're doing a stump. We're going to do this stump too. But that's going to be winter time now, because the barge, this guy had a barge hooked up for a decent price. Apparently that guy's barge died, and he won't return his calls. And now the Dino's dock, they take all the docks out on the lake. It was going to be gate to gate, and they'd wait for the job. Like, they wouldn't like drop you off and do other work. I mean, it's fall, they're taking docks out everywhere. Why wouldn't you just like work it in? Nope, they're not gonna work it in. So we're gonna have to wait for frozen ice and drive a bobcat across the ice. If we don't have really good ice, I don't know what we're gonna do. Not drive the bobcat on the ice, that's for sure. Yeah, bring the little stump grinder. It's a great big uprooted stump. We should go look at it today. I gotta see if we should hack a bunch of dirt off of it. Well, I had to get that out of your way a little bit, but not, it was tip tied, so I couldn't let it tip over. All right, I'm just gonna try to carry this bad boy out of here. Well, it's not gonna be light. We'll drag it. Go for it, Kev. All the way to the pile. All right. I'm on. Oh, lots of slack. Big Dan carabiner. We like those for rigging like this because they're 5,000 pounds on the gate. So on something that can flop around like that, you want it bulletproof, which it is. Kind of that funny looking bird. Those geese. Those are geese. But yeah, kind of a funny looking water bird.
Todd was wondering what those were.
Doesn't look like a duck, doesn't look like a goose, doesn't kind of looks like a loon, but it's bigger. It's a cormorant. There's a lake or two named Cormorant Lake. Out on by Washington Island, there's a little island that they've taken over, and nothing grows on the island. All the trees are dead. They've sterilized it with their feces. Like, it's just completely overrun with those birds. They get along with themselves, but nothing else does. Yeah, there's a bunch of them flying around. There they are. A whole bunch of them on the lake. Todd probably has problems on his island. We have a brother-in-law with a island on this lake.
Private one.
Private one. He's the only one. He's got a house on there. He bought it sight unseen, which had its problems, but he's got it looking good, pretty good now. He's thinking of getting it to a Airbnb level.
Gate, huh?
Yeah, not that way. Can't you choke that? You can choke that. There we go.
This has pretty tight rings one side, but I've noticed that hickories are very slow growing trees.
Yeah, hickories are slow.
Significantly slower than I imagined.
Yeah, and they're one of the highest BTU trees too.
Yeah, I remember one that was like similar to this size, maybe slightly smaller actually. Yeah, I think it was just a little smaller. 75 years old.
Wow, this one's pretty old. This grew slow at the beginning. It's actually growing faster now. It's a little bit eccentric. So it was leaning. So this is the compression side. And this is the tension side. Oh, that's worth a little video. I'll get my phone out to do that too.
There's a big dead branch there.
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah. Big dead branch. Oh, I probably should take the rig rope.
Yeah.
Just a little guy?
Yeah, this farthest one.
Well, we got about 3 rigs on the branches here and a little bigger on the ground than it is up there. Cut this up for firewood right over here. Yeah, it's gonna take us all day out here. It's gonna take us all day out here.
Yeah.
That worked. Now I don't have a saw over here. Should have carried that over here. Except I better check the fuel on this. I did some cutting. Yeah, we got enough. Tarzan Taylor thinning out a crummy silver maple.
You guys need anything?
No, I think he's up in your silver maple.
Dang.
Coming under, Taylor.
Okay. I guarantee it's not break out.
Yeah.
Any surprises, or has it been pretty?
No, it's pretty much as expected. All right. Make this pile a little smaller. Well, I'm gonna make this small. You don't need to listen to the saw. Hudson cedar branch. Yeah, I wanted to favor the cedar tree versus the house. It's a good job. All right, game of trees, we're having fun. That's a good hinge. There you go, you can pull that out. The branch went in the water and took your rope with it. Actually, your rope's short enough. Your rope never went in the water. That was a smart idea. Did you think of it like that? It's a good idea. They did quite a bit of concrete work out here back in the day. That was quite a bit of infrastructure. Wow, you gotta cut that other one.
Fine.
You got a big chunk up there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, quote, big. Oh, it's fat.
Wow. I guess big is kind of relative. It's probably like balsam wood.
Hooked on.
Itself.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's on a little stub.
This little 1/4 inch branch. I think for the sled pull, you could make it just a long way. Or you could do it shorter, have them like pull, do something, and then pull back.
Yeah. Maybe just cut everything off the bottom. Cut this bottom piece off, I'll pull it out. Alright, get you out of the way. What a mess. It's coming at you. Oh, it might roll off of there. Good. Surprise, surprise. Yeah. Let me get the rope in hand here. Okay. I guess it wasn't gonna roll off of there.
Double slack.
Okay.
You able to walk under that branch?
Yeah.
To have a direct angle.
You'd cut this branch off.
Yeah, but then it'll fall into me where it's
Yeah, I suppose. Better to have that branch on there. Nice drop. It's on a stub. Let me pull. I'm going to pull it off there. What a mess. I better go get a saw and make this neater. Guess I could have grabbed my other saw. There it is over there. That'll be good enough for... What's that? Oh, the Prusik? Six coils up and one coil down. What's that?
Feels like I should cut this down a couple notches. But it's just a dead spar down to that big low branch.
Oh. Well, it's somebody's home.
Not anymore. Cut it down deep.
Yeah, maybe. Is it holding though? Is it sitting against that?
It is, but it's going to be a hazard in 2 years, right?
Well, not really. It'll probably lighten up and become nothing before it's gonna fall off of there.
Just going to keep rubbing on this branch.
But then it'll create reaction wood while it's decaying. Nice. All right, I think that's a wrap on the basswood. Oh, pulled the lamp out.
How'd that fall off? Oh,
I think the rope was on it. There's some little branch caught under the lip. All right, now we're just cleaning up.
oh, we got to prune that. Catalpa.
Oh yeah, catalpa. All right, I'll work on brush. Taylor's gonna climb this catalpa. It's a beauty. I might as well move my saddle out of the way. I had high hopes of climbing today, but no such luck. I had high hopes of climbing. Taylor thinks I talked myself out of climbing pretty early, but I did set my line in there and I got my saddle out. Maybe that was just to look good. I could still. You're lighter than me.
Not much anymore.
Not much anymore, he says. I'm down to 205. So what are you at?
180.
180? I'm not getting to 180. I might get to 195. If I get down to your 3% body fat. 5? You're up to 5 now? Yeah, marriage got you up to 5% body fat. Oh. Oops. Yeah, that generated a lot of brush. Well, at least this basswood will zip up pretty easily. Won't be as hard as the ash. You doing the basal inspection on that bad boy? You might want to come around this side and ascend this side, like bring your rope around. So you have a little friction, so you're not hanging out there. Go around the other way on the tree, and a nice open foot lock would be nicer. Yeah, that's what I was seeing, you know. You want to be torquing on it out there? Probably not.
Probably don't want to be on it.
We could set a line on this side. You could cut that whole side off that you're tied onto. That's probably the reduction you need to make. It'd be a nicer climb if you set a line from this side. I'll get some of this brush out of the way. There's a nice crotch, nice V crotch right from here. You can see it just going to where it's supposed to go. Oh, you're right under it. That probably gets you in the tree.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, you see that one right above you?
I did not see that one.
That one gets you in the tree though.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of shattered stuff.
Yeah, it might not come through. Might not come out. Oh, look at you.
Forget it.
He's going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all that.
Got a big hollow right here. On the back side of the lane.
Nice. Well, Catalpa sure does cut nice. Wow.
That's terrible.
That's horrible. That was worse than it looked. Or it was better than it looked. Wow, that's stuck up there.
Yeah.
Are you able to drop that whole side off?
Possibly.
There's an electrical box over there. Well, I was thinking this side to make it shorter, because it's the wind sail that matters. So if you dump that whole side off, and then,
Like both of these.
yeah,
Okay.
you can probably do them all at once.
I can drop that up here.
That'd be a good job. I'll get this stuff out of the way so that now don't let me run out of battery here. That's a good drop. Do you have it now? Yeah. Yeah, Catalpa likes itself. You can probably drop that one right at your foot too. The one your foot is on stays, the bigger one towards me goes. Yeah, send them both. That'll work. Nice drop. Probably shorten that one up by your head too. And then that's probably good. That reduces the wind sail quite a bit. That's a lot of material. We're gonna need 2 guys on the ground for sure.
I got a long time left up here.
You got a long time left up there, is that what you say? This is a tangled mess down here. I'll start cutting. Game of trees, we're having fun. This brush pile's getting big. Gotta make it small. Couple more value added. Taylor's like, we got a little time left. Let's just take these down. It's moving around quite a bit. I wouldn't go too high. It is an ash. Shorten that up a little bit, lean back, top off this other one. Ah, he's okay. Alright. We're gonna win this game. Well, took down 3 trees right there at the end. Taylor climbed this bad boy. It was basically 2 halves of a tree. But it's got some big reaction wood here. He got all the way up there. He cut a big top out right here. You can see all the catalpa leaves. Cut this whole back side off. Wanted to reduce the sail so that they keep this here. They kind of like it. It's an old rotten catalpa, but it'll stand for a while longer. We took down a couple of ash trees out there. We had a big hackberry we could tie into, rig off of. We got those down. A couple of ash trees back in here that we felled right in this area. Those are nice precision fellings. Taylor just climbed those 3. And we cleaned up this basswood that had a big broken top hanging down. It was just a mess. We got a bunch of crown raising done on it. And we got the wood all kind of organized, and this is all of the brush. Oh, that's almost as bad as cutting it up in the back of the box. But we're on an island, Elmwood Island, so there's no real place to put it. So we got to make it as small as possible. So yeah, game of trees. We're having fun, and this was a good day out here with Taylor and I. A little father-son activity. Did you have fun, Taylor?
Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor had fun. Liking
Danger to make it cool.
just enough danger to make it cool. Yeah. Game of trees. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Summer heat and tundra cold and throwing a storm of three. Stakes are high, there's always a risk when you're playing the game of trees.